Skateboarding is a serious contender for the title of the coolest sport ever known. There's just something about being able to balance yourself on a board mid-air that never goes out of style. And with the cool variants and modifications that manufacturers have been coming up with lately, it's all the more fun. There are skateboards that literally hover in the air, while some are made entirely out of glass. And would you ever dare to ride this crazy board with a bed of nails on the surface? We have all sorts of cool skateboard inventions to show you, so make sure you stick around to the end to not miss out. As usual, links to all the products are in the description below. Now without further ado, let's get right into it. Number 10. Skate Cycle. This freerider skate cycle is a self-propelled hubless skate that has won the Bronze 2010 IDEA award, and for very good reason. It allows for deep carving and is fully capable of riding on flat ground. It doesn't matter what kind of skate park you want to ride this on. The skate cycle is ready to tackle it all. The cycle features 9-inch wheels, making it very easy to overcome objects in your way. It's also super durable, and the fact that the board only weighs around 7.3 pounds makes it all the more convenient to carry it around and use it in your daily life. What's more, you can effortlessly fold the skate cycle and wear it over your shoulders while walking, which frees up your hands for holding other things. If you're used to riding a snowboard or skateboard, the skate cycle is definitely a challenge worth checking out. Number 9. Golden Skateboard. Can you ever imagine spending over $15,000 on a skateboard? Well, what if it's literally made of gold? Have a look at the world's most expensive skateboard. It's pretty much the most extravagant, if not the oddest item you might ever see. This 99.99% electroplated gold skateboard is fully functional, but we're not sure if anyone would ever feel okay with riding this thing. In fact, touching it with your bare hands might feel a bit wrong too. This outrageous price tag of the skateboard is of course justified considering its material. It costs slightly more than a 2013 Ford Fiesta and comes with a pair of 100% cotton archival gloves. After all, you wouldn't want to smudge the mirrored finish, would you? Number 8. LEXUS HOVERBOARD. If you're a fan of Back to the Future 2, this hoverboard is for you. It's the closest we can get to living out our fantasies. According to the manufacturers, the LEXUS hoverboard makes use of a technique called magnetic levitation in order to achieve and also maintain liftoff. So as a result, it gives off the impression that the board is floating mid-air. The hoverboard essentially relies on superconductors and magnets because when these two objects combine, they can repel the force of gravity and lift an object. It's one of the fanciest skateboards out there, allowing its rider to feel what it's like floating above the ground. Number 7. VELOX boards. Skateboards are fun on smooth surfaces, but what if you need to ride one off-road? Choosing the right kind of skateboard in such situations is essential, especially when it comes to safety. Check out VELOX's lineup of electric skateboards, the perfect vehicles to tackle any kind of off-road terrain. There are two different models available, the smaller SX5 and the wide stance XC6. Both of these accommodate different riding preferences. These skateboards are emission-free and much more feasible alternatives to conventional ATVs. What's more, they offer 9 or 10-inch wheels, independent suspension with over 6 inches of travel, a maximum range of 18 miles, and an impressive top speed of 30 miles per hour. There's no denying VELOX takes skateboarding to a whole new level. Number 6. Weirdest Skateboard. So the guys from Braille Skateboarding are famous for riding crazy skateboards in real life, but how bizarre can the rides really get? This skateboard, possibly one of the weirdest ones we've ever seen, was brought on eBay, and it doesn't work like the conventional skateboards we're used to. It features springs on it, which makes the ride all the more fun, but unless you're a super skilled skateboarder, we wouldn't recommend you try something like this out yourself. Number 5. ONEWHEEL XR. Wouldn't it be amazing if you could control the path of a vehicle by simply leaning your body in the direction you want to go? Here's a skateboard that does that for you. ONEWHEEL XR is a high-power, long-range model of Future Motion's single-wheeled, revolutionary electric riding platform. It combines the motion-sensing abilities of a smartphone along with a motor and battery from the electric car industry. It's manufactured to be pretty simple and basic. Most people get the hang of it in just a few rides. The XR Plus version is a longer range variant that offers one of the most exhilarating experiences you can imagine. You can count on it to go 12 to 18 miles on a single charge. It's ideal for taking on big adventures and enjoying problem-free commutes. Number 4. Glass Skateboard. Not sure if we'd recommend you ride it in real life, but this glass skateboard is one of the most beautiful creations brought to you by Avenue Trucks. It's not perfect for skating purposes for obvious reasons, but it does make for an amazing and unique decoration piece in your house. The guys from Braille Skateboarding, who are devoted to riding all sorts of crazy skateboards, sent to them decided to try it out for themselves. And it didn't go quite as smoothly as they expected it to. Okay, in all honesty, the glass skateboard did ride around for a while better than we initially thought, until of course, it was dropped. Still though, a customized glass skateboard is a pretty cool idea if only they can make it slightly more realistic. Number 3. OMNI Hoverboard. When it comes to personal flight, the OMNI Hoverboard is a total game changer. It has been constructed in a pretty unique manner, making it easy to use without compromising on its amazing functionality. A frame, 8 underslung rotors, a pair of snowboarding boots, and a hand throttle. That's basically everything required to manufacture this incredible hoverboard. It doesn't make use of any flight control either. Instead, an open source Arduino electronic platform reads the throttle opening and sends instructions to the motor controllers. There's no need for any automatic stabilization, any gyros, and any accelerometers whatsoever. What's more, it's very easy to balance the OMNI Hoverboard even for a complete beginner. For a means of transport so simple and convenient, this hoverboard is surprisingly very efficient at its function too. Number 2. Nails Skateboard. So, Derek Swope decided to send this insane bed of nails skateboard on Braille skateboards. You made it, we skate it. And needless to say, this insane skate did not take long to get messy. Of course, one can't imagine riding this barefoot. In fact, even wearing boots before trying it out doesn't seem enough. Since it's an entirely customized skateboard, it's highly unlikely that you'd ever get the chance to ride it yourself. But in case you do, it's still best to avoid it. Even though it's not the most realistic means of transport, this skateboard is certainly one of the coolest skateboarding inventions out there. Number 1. Soul Arc Longboard. Although there have been tons of variations in the classic design of a skateboard, most of them end up providing more or less the same experience, but that's not the case with Soul Arc skateboards. Created for anyone who's stuck in a landlocked place but is itching to carve up a wave, this vehicle is the perfect blend between a traditional skateboard and a surfboard. It uses a composite spring that ensures a unique fluid-like feel. You'll feel like you're snowboarding using a wheeled longboard. There's also an electric, self-propelled version of the board. Thanks to the higher profile of Soul Arc, electronics can be incorporated into the board with relative ease. Even though it's not the first electronic skateboard out there, the distinct watery feel of riding it makes it stand out compared to any other electronic board on the market. Alright, comment down below which of these skateboard inventions blew your mind the most. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to TechJoint, and we'll see you in the next one.